Welcome to the first ever episode of Quick Bits. This week we'll be looking at applying transfers to models. Now we've got ourselves a model here. We'll put him to the side for now because we won't need him just yet. These are the tools you need. Of course you'll need your model. You'll need yourself some kind of hobby knife, paintbrush, tweezers, water, your transfers, and I've also got a little bit of vinegar in a cap here. When this is added to the water, it'll help break down the film on the outside of the transfers a little bit, just to make it quicker and easier to use. So we'll actually add that in now to our water, and we'll just mix it up a little bit with our paintbrush. So first up, we'll find the transfer we want. For this, I'm going to be using one of the salamander transfers down the bottom corner here. I use a cutting mat underneath so I can just apply whatever pressure I want without damaging anything.
Trim it up a little bit because there's a bit too much edge here. Okay.
Now we get this here, put it on the tweezers just to make sure it goes into the water right way around. And we'll just let it sit in there for a little bit, and we'll wait for it just to absorb a little bit. If you want, you can use your paintbrush just to gently push onto it and help it get in there a little bit faster. Okay, so now we get the transfer, and you get a brush, and you just gently pull it off. Careful not to have left it in the water too long, else it may fall off in the water, and you might lose or damage it. Now that it's on there, use the damp brush, gently move it around to where you need it to be, position it wherever you need it. Sometimes you can even use your fingers, just be careful it doesn't stick to you. Make sure it doesn't curl over in any spots. Once you get to the desired position and angle, once you've got the transfer position right where you want it, you're going to want to dry it off. So get yourself tissue, just dry your brush, just to slowly dab away some of that water. If you have an excess of water, just get the edge of your tissue like this, just dab around the edge just to absorb a little bit of the extras. Ultimately, using your brush is a better idea, so it can cause less creases. Once you've dried off the transfer, you'll notice that it sticks really well, and if you touch it, it won't move. However, it may be knocked off in your carry case, or by another model, or by another player on the table. Best way to try to keep it on is to get yourself a varnish coat. I've got the old Citadel Ard coat gloss varnish. The new one works just as well, I just don't have any on me at the moment. And all you have to do, a little bit on the end of your paintbrush, just apply it around the transfer. I do it to the entire shoulder pad just in case, because it tends to make it the area a bit shinier. That way, if you attach it to if you paint over the entire shoulder pad, it'll make it. I like to paint the entire shoulder pad because it tends to make things a bit shinier. I like to make it look make sure it stays consistent, rather than just one shiny patch in the middle. Once you finish applying that dab of hard coat, just leave it dry for a bit, and once this one's dry, I'll show you the finished result. As you can see here, the transfer is dried nicely. It's got that nice shine to it. However, if you look at the other shoulder, there's no shine. This is easily fixed by giving a quick coat of the Ard coat or any gloss varnish you have to the other shoulder. Just to give it a bit more symmetry if you want. However, at this stage, for this, I've just added it for that bit of extra protection. And while I can see a bit of a crease here, this transfer is applied nicely and fairly evenly across the model. What you've seen here can be applied to any model you have, whether it be something else from the Games Workshop range of Orcs, Eldar, Necron, etc., something from another miniature range like the Privateer Press range, or if you collect hobby models such as replica tanks and planes, same techniques can be used and they'll give you a very similar if not the same result. So if you've liked this video, show your support and hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel. If there's anything else you want to see in a Quick Bits video, throw it in the comments and let me know. And until next time, happy wargaming.